And even like the stuff y'all keep talking about Kevin, I never did a bitch ass thing to him. Okay. He is who he is. I told him I didn't want to do this shit anymore. And that was it. Okay, cool. I seek refuge in Allah from you. Okay, alhamdulillah. Click! And then he went and made some 12-minute diss song about me, how you were gonna, I don't know, you said you were gonna do something to me and my son, but then you shouted out my baby daddy. That's weird. And I saw you deleted that song. That looks fucking crazy. But yet again, here I am, your biggest inspiration, because let's not forget who you wrote Fly Again about, Wishing in Morocco about, Fairy Tale about. But I'm supposed to, but you happy with your child bride. Okay, leave me alone then, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone. Because you're mad about what? Because that house you got in Porter Ranch, you allegedly got that from me and Paul, didn't you?
Hey, I hate to say it, but she do got a good point, man. Like, you know, Kevin Gates did leave his wife, Drika, for Brittany Renner. Now, we all found that very questionable due to Brittany Renner's, you know, history, you know what I'm saying, and her character. You know, I think all of us was wondering why Kevin Gates would leave Drika, right, who seems to be a woman with morals and principles and, you know, loyal from the outside looking in, right? He left her, who he has 2 kids with, for Brittany Renner, who at the time was a single mom, you know what I'm saying, who did not have the best reputation in the industry, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, he converted her into being Muslim. You know, I don't like the fact that she's playing around with the Muslim sayings now that she's not Muslim anymore. But he converted her into being Muslim. You feel me? They got married for like, 3 months in a Muslim culture. And Brittany Renner broke up with Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? He did make songs about her, right? I remember seeing them at the Lakers games together. Y'all remember when Kevin Gates was like beefing with LeBron James and he pulled up to the Lakers game with Brittany Renner? You know, it looked like they was a happy couple to me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Brittany Renner basically, you know, called it off out of nowhere and nobody really knows why. We still don't know why they broke up, you know what I'm saying? But Brittany Renner does sound bitter though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is she taking shots at Kevin Gates' new girlfriend? Like, he's calling her his child bride. Like, what's that all about? Like, you sound jealous that he's with a woman that's younger than you. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, most successful men, you know, date women that's younger than them. That's normal. You know, it's like a car, right? Like, would you want to buy a car with 100K miles or 20K miles? I'm going to take the car with 20K miles every time. You know, that's normal. You feel me? But, you know, you got to look at it. You know, Brittany Renner's older now, right? She's not in her prime anymore. She's 34, right? She's a little bit older. She's aging, right? Like, even in this video, she looks pretty stressed out. You know, looks like she's going through a hard time. You know, and I hope whatever she's going through, she can get past it. But, you know, Brittany, you got to understand, if you're going to be a streamer, right? Like, people are going to say things in your chat to rage bait you. Like, that's just a part of streaming. Like, you know, Kevin Gates is the most, you know, famous dude that you've dated. So, of course, people are going to bring up Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all were dating, you know, y'all were married together, and y'all just broke up out of nowhere. And I ain't going to lie, man, Kevin Gates looks way happier with his new girlfriend than he did with Brittany Renner. I ain't going to lie. Like, this new chick Kevin Gates is with, bruh, he looks like way happier with her, bro. You know, she bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I think Kevin Gates upgraded. I ain't gonna lie. I think Kevin Gates went from having like I would say I think he went from having like an Acura to a BMW. You know what I'm saying? With low mileage, man. Like, Kevin Gates' new chick is bad, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, so Kevin Gates is happy, you know, and Brittany Renner, you know, she's going from relationship to relationship. Now she's moving back to her hometown in Mississippi to save money and all that, you know, and people just looking at it, Brittany, people looking at it like you fumbled the bag. I ain't gonna lie. Because you know, you got a child with an NBA basketball player, right? You're getting like $6,000 a month in child support. You feel like you should get more. I think $6K is fair. You know, it's only not fair if you're trying to live outside of your means. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to live like a millionaire lifestyle off of the child support, you're not making money for nowhere else, then you would think it's not enough. You feel me? But you had PJ Washington, you had Kevin Gates, you know, it didn't work out with both situations. And now you're dating a dude that nobody knows, and, you know, it seems like, you know, you're not able to live that rich lifestyle no more. You know, and you wrote books, exposing all of the celebrities that you slept with. So you just look kind of crazy from the outside looking in. I'm not gonna lie.
You're such a great fucking guy. Well, then how come Drika don't want to be with you? Because they dick-eat her. So, who's the problem? Talking about I became Muslim for him. I wasn't even talking to that nigga. I was 6 months. Like, he popped out of nowhere. Yeah, talking about Kevin loved you. I don't care what he said. Yeah, he did. And he still does. Because, nigga, if I can inspire you to get up in the middle of the night and go write a 12-minute diss song about whatever the fuck, nigga, I still got you. You're not as indifferent as you play.
That doesn't necessarily mean you still got him, because, I mean, Kevin Gates, I mean, he's probably made songs about every woman that he's dealt with that he's no longer with. I mean, he's made multiple songs about Drika, talking about Drika. You feel me? He's made songs talking about, women from the past that he done dealt with. So, of course he gonna talk about you. If things don't work out with him and his new girlfriend, he gonna drop a song talking about her too. That does not mean you're special. Most artists, rappers, whether they're rappers, singers, country artists, most artists talk about what they go through in their real life, right? Especially their dating life. If things don't work out in a relationship, they are going to make a song and talk about it, because that's, they're using art to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't mean that you're special. You feel me? At the end of the day, Kevin Gates is still getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? His new girlfriend, like, she's living off of, his wealth. You know what I'm saying? They're in a relationship together. And it seems to me like Brittany Renner, it seems like whenever she gets with a nigga that got the bag, she fumbles it. Now, why? I don't know. Now, Kevin Gates has hinted, right, that the cootie cat was, that, there was a little smell That's what Kevin Gates said. Kevin Gates said there was some smells. You feel me? Like, I don't know if that's true. This is what Kevin Gates, Brittany, I want to make this clear. I'm not saying this. This is what Kevin Gates said. Kevin Gates was saying that one of the chicks he was messing with, and he said this right after y'all broke up, had a smell. You know what I'm saying? Now, he couldn't. Now, listen, a lot of niggas be lying, right? Like, listen, it's just like when a chick is single, right? She'll say that her ex-boyfriend got a small beef stick, right? And dudes, right, when they with a chick, right, and they break up, they'll say it's a smell going on, right? Now, the reason why I think Kevin Gates is lying is because if that was the case, why did you marry her, right? You were calling Brittany Renner your wife, right? You guys got married in the Muslim religion. Y'all were married for about 3 months. So that can't be the case. I think he's capping about that. But that's what he said, right? But I don't know, man. Maybe Brittany Renner is just crazy, man. Maybe after a couple months, people see the real Brittany Renner and she's crashing out. And I don't know. I have no idea, man, because, like, she is a crash out, right? We done seen her crash out on PJ Washington. We seen the video where PJ Washington pulled up to pick up his son, and Brittany Renner is, like, talking bad about him, disrespecting his girlfriend. You feel me? But, hey, listen, Brittany Renner, like, when you was in your prime, like, you should have secured the bag. Now you're 34, you're in your mid-30s. You don't look the same as you did in your prime, right? You're a single mother. And listen, there is dudes that will date a woman that has kids from another man. But the reality of the situation is they're going to choose the chicks that don't got kids, that's single, that's younger over you. That's facts. Like, you're not in your prime no more. So, you keep coming on the internet saying that, PJ Washington is not helping you with your child and all that when he's legally paying his $6,000 a month for child support. Now you're going on the internet dissing Kevin Gates and his new girlfriend. It's just coming off as bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like you're bitter that, you thought you was going to find a man that was going to give you $1 million lifestyle. And because you failed to do that, you feel some type of way about that. Like I'm pretty sure you were expecting PJ Washington to pay you anywhere from $15 to $30K a month off child support, which I think is insane. You feel me? I'm pretty sure you was expecting to, marry Kevin Gates and maybe have a kid with him and make money off of that, but it ain't happened. So now you moving back to your hometown, right? You might have to get a job. You might see Brittany Renner, you know, working at McDonald's or working at a store, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is when you was in your prime, you should have like did what you was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have made sure you secured the bag. You didn't do that. So, you know, I like that you're streaming. You know, I don't got no issue with Brittany Renner. But, you know, I just don't get why she's taking shots at Kevin Gates' new girlfriend. Like, she didn't do nothing to you. She doesn't talk about you. You feel me? Like, from the outside looking in, it just seemed like you hating. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Brittany Renner looked like the kind of chick that'll crash out, though, bro. Like, she looked like the kind of girlfriend that, like, you gotta be careful around, bro. Like, she looked like she might, like, knock the windows out your car type shit. So I don't want no smoke with Brittany Renner. But let me know what y'all think about this video. It's your boy Daze. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, click that hype button for your boy. I'm out.